more speed.
It looks like...
Oh, great. I didn't think we'd really... This was a last-minute situation, and...
To put it simply, we are just looking for the right person. I have tasked my three... The nature of their day-to-day work is highly sensitive. Yes, to me, this work is high... And yet, despite this, as it happens, I was just...
But the outcome of that... This is a good reminder that we should always have a contingent...
Anyway, this may add to the debt of gratitude. I wouldn't worry. It's all work you'll be quite familiar with. All basic skills required by competent adventurers, if I'm not mistaken.
If you have any questions about your work, the administrative work Lady Ningguang touched upon...
Don't be mistaken. All right. Please proceed to...
Yes, Lady Ningguang. Before I get into specifics, as a member of the Lüe Qixing, my usual job is to be her... For example, arranging... You misunderstand.
Baishi has always been very passionate about her work. I'm sure she was simply trying to share some...
Back to the topic at hand. Bai Xiao and Bai Wen handle tasks that require enormous... I can go through the methods I use and give you some pointers. All in a day's work for the traveler, Great. Then Currently, there are 133 items. Yes? I'll go through the most important items with... First is the periodic meeting with the... Then a discussion with Lady Kuching on issues relating to time... Right after that, there's... Yes, you do. You need to take travel time and ample knowledge of all outside... I assume this is all making sense. Unless you... Good. Then let's press on. We're tight on time here, and there's a lot. Already? Wow.
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting on you to... I'm grateful for your assistance. Now, if anything else is unclear...
Take care, Lady Ningguang. Good. You factored in both priority and efficient. Excellent work. You've got... Please be here at the Jade Chamber tomorrow morning before Lady... With you helping out here, we will be... I hope so too. You want to learn some... Livonia's... Good work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Oh, how strange. Now then, this item 1. Lunch at Lioli... Ah, yes. I remember the invitation. No, someone I've never met before. She's paying a high price for my time. Otherwise, tens of millions of mora is rather a high price for lunch. That's right. Even at this price, there is no shortage. To be clear, I've never had any hand in setting the price. Time is very valuable to me. So when I first came up with it, gradually it developed into a lucrative business. Yes, that sums it up very well. Most people looking to buy, naturally, for anyone looking to make a profit in a complex market. As for how much my insight is worth in terms of mora, you're a very lucky person, you know. In the hands of a professional business person, the kind of information you'll be exposed to, there's no need... Did you organize this entire... Please, sit. Have a taste of the What do you think? Oh, don't forget. Still, I'm happy to see that you... On occasion, breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got here. I actually thought you had cooked it all yourself. Relax, I'm just... You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked Treating you to some food is but a small token of our appreciation. Breakfast sets the tone for... If you wake up to the same and not... Well, I'm done. I have some preparations to make first. I need a change of who knows? I already instructed Lanyang to have my... Thank you.
Hello, how may I help? Ah, yes, of course. Here you are. Please give this to Lady... Yes, this whole room is full. Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange... Anyway...
Did you get it? This is... I had this specially tailored recently, and I must say, what do you think? Be honest, I just... Phew. Knowing that it has your seal of approval makes me... If you're second-guessing how you look, that's why your affirmation... All right,
More speed.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not at all. I know that you...
Great. Well, this is the Traveler. She happened to be in Leo Harbor today. Do you mind if she sits...
No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise. I've always been fascinated... Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm Luo Qiao, a businesswoman. I work mostly in the tech. That's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice.
Rumors?
You know, the rumor you haven't heard? Come on, you must know that Lady Ningguang... And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she...
Interesting. The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions... Even putting aside my official status as one of the...
Oh, yes. Well, there is nothing unusual.
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. I've missed out on a number of extremely promising
investment opportunity?
No, something else.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine?
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as I had my secretary do some analysis. The current price of luminescent spines so I would advise you to be
I see. Well...
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motives. Long term, it's very difficult to say. But I believe there's too much
You think so too, huh? Okay, got it. If that's what... Maybe it'd be a better choice... Lady Ningguang, thank you so much for taking the time.
Good.
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful. You think clearly. You are very knowledgeable. And you keep yourself well informed.
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you? Ah, so you want to be my competitor. Or how about this?
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you.
See you next time. Right then. Lunch is I'm a little concerned about the auction. Yes, you're right. In that case, what's next on this? Ah, okay then. Let's go to Mingxing Jewelry first.
Enjoy your meal.
Hello. I'm here.
Ah, Lady Ningguang.
Very good. Don't rush. You probably imagined that Mingxing Jewelry deal. The workers here are very skilled. This time, though, I just had them do a simple...
Lady Ningguang, we did everything we could to restore it to its original.
That's fine. Thank you. Yes, though it is something very... My informants often provide me with trust is of far greater importance. It's understandable to think that way, but things are a little different with these particular... And this only makes me all... Thank you for the repair, Xingqi.
Oh, don't mention it.
Let's go and meet them.
Auntie Ningguang! Hi, Auntie Ningguang!
Hello, my dears. It's been... Yes, indeed. And they are some of... I didn't want to involve them in intelligence gathering for me at first. It turned out that they delivered the goods and thoroughly... So?
Great! Mom and Dad have taken me, but you didn't do your homework. Yeah, but you still gotta try. Like teacher says.
This new age started after that great... Well, this is a dramatic change. You need... What about you, Nan?
I'm fine.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. A load of... Yeah, that's right. All the merchants were there, and it was really noisy. And then...
Oh, I see. That'll be the fishing boats coming back from the...
Yeah, I made sure to look at the waterline.
My goodness. Well, the heavier the boat, the lower the hull sits in the water. How deep a fully loaded vessel will sit in the water varies from ship to ship.
Since Auntie Ningguang taught...
A few days ago, they said that when they get...
Oh, really? Who did you hear this from? All right, never mind.
Are you okay? You're usually the one that talks...
It's okay. Don't be upset.
It's my comb.
Of course I did.
Thank you, Auntie Ning.
It was just a small...
But they said you'd be...
They?
Uh-oh.
It's all right. Don't worry. They're...
Yeah, Auntie Ning...
I'm sorry. That thing about... I told them I didn't want to lie to Auntie Ningguang, but, then they bought me a new... I'm sorry. I'll give them the comb back right away. No...
I know how much it means to you. It was a gift from your mom before she left Liu.
Yeah, it was. I'll be extra careful with...
I must say, this is most... How about this? You tell me where those two people are.
Okay.
All right then.
Are you gonna go punish...
Now. This is I'm just going to have a polite discussion with those two grown...
What should I try this? Adventurer!
Do you think that kid's gonna fluff her lines? Also...
Yes, I know. But we didn't have any other options. Just try not to overthink it, okay? She's not gonna get all suspicious just because her story doesn't...
It sounds like you underestimated me.
Lady Ningguang?
You knew how important that comb was to Nan Nan, and you exploited that fact to him. You coached a child to lie, made her betray her own
Sorry, Lady Ningguang,
That's not the point. Business is business. And at some point, we're all trying, but you cannot put Mora above all else. You cannot go exploit.
It was hardly our first choice. We've been business partners for years now. We've gotten by when we heard about the movement in the luminescent spine market. So we stocked up a huge stash of luminescent spines and watched as
But we waited and waited, and this mystery merchant from Fontaine never came. Suddenly, everyone with luminescent spines was running for the exit, selling as fast as they could, but...
Oh yeah! As soon as Lady Ningguang makes a move, everyone follows. If we don't sell the goods, we're both bankrupt. We're in debt up to our eyeballs!
To be brutally honest, we took out a loan and made a speculative, but not everyone has the capability to make greed, a lust for wealth, and impatience can all cloud your job. Do you now realize how dire the consequence?
100%. We begged people to take our stock off our hands. They laughed at us.
We messed up. The savings we worked so hard our whole lives to build up.
Well, I can take your the portion of what I pay that exceeds the average price of luminescent spines in the past.
Huh? But...
Then you're free to find another willing buyer. But if you're seriously still insisting on...
Lady Ningguang is right. Let's swap the goods for cash and use it to pay off our debts and be done.
Yes.
I have no particular need for luminescent spines.
Okay, so,
No need to hurry. Our deal is you took advantage of a child, and this is an opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's go back and... We're back. Everything's all sorted.
Huh? Oh, it's those two.
I'm sorry, Nan Nan. I was lying to you when I told you that I was completely in the wrong, and
I think it should be your choice.
Well, since it's all sorted out now, but we can't just let them off.
That's true.
I've made up my mind. I want them to come play with... Yeah! That great idea. Let's...
Wait a second.
Nope. Nope.
So full of... Yes, of course. I would... Let me guess what you're thinking. You're thinking that there's not a huge difference between me turning these children... They were They'd run away as soon as they saw me. But gradually, For my part, I played games with them. But I also taught them observation. Now, they're much further ahead in their studies. And far more mature than... I think that this is beneficial. I never had the chance to receive a good education. Someday they may realize that not everything is a win-win deal. That deception and one-upmanship, when that happens, they will be ready to face the world head-on and become exceptional businessmen, and I will one day die. I hope the name Ningguang will live on. If I can pass on...
Come on, Auntie. We're not gonna wait.
Coming! Come on. Let's...
Detail. I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Sorry to have kept you
No, no, not at all.
Great. This is the Traveler. She happened to be in Leohar. Do you mind if she sits?
No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. I've always been fast. Oh, I'm Luo Qiao. That's what I wanted to.
Rumors?
You know. You haven't heard? Come on. You must know that. And if you didn't have some sort of.
The Traveler is even putting.
Oh,
You're comparing Apple. I've missed out on a number of extreme
investment opportunities?
No. Something.
Oh, but isn't there.
If it were really that I had my secretary, so I would advise.
I see.
In my opinion, long term, it's very difficult to say.
You think so too, huh? Okay, got it. Maybe it'd be a better. Lady Ningguang.
Good.
Now I see. You think clearly. You are very.
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you? That means you also have a good. If you are in need of Mora,
I won't take up any more of your time.
See you next time. Right then. Lunch. I'm a little concerned about. Good. Then let's. So, even though my. Come on. The.
Rest assured.
Lady Ningguang,
I couldn't help but feel.
we're about ready and people are
Very good.
Huh?
Yes. Just in case.
Then we'll leave the auction itself to you.
Have you attended an auction before? Well, would you like to participate this time? All right then. Feel free to check out the items up for bid. It's about time to start. Find yourself. Yes? What is it? That's for you to make a considered judgment. It's precisely what until the bids exceed the value of the item you're after, you can keep raising the price. Perhaps this does not result in what you might call a fair price. Yes. The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 more.
20,000!
30,000!
50,000.
80,000! 80,000!
I'll raise that to 100.
120.
All right, 150.
151?
100.
181? 180.
Yeah, it's mine now.
Okay then. Moving. You seem to be getting quite into it. What a shame that you didn't manage to go home with. Of course it did. I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these everyday items. Since you're curious, why not?
Today, there were too many bidders, and I guess I'll just have to wait for...
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result. Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be. I'm far from the only buyer who believes that owned by Ningguang is worth paying.
Huh? Well, it's pretty... Sure, the item may look pretty ordinary, but I figured I'd buy it first, then...
Well, did you find the answer yet? That's certainly part of it, but every bidder will have noticed that despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them. You'll see shortly. If all I wanted to do was make some quick mora by exploiting, every participant in this auction was hand-picked.
Lady Ningguang, something doesn't seem as unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to ask.
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. They are simply ordinary items. And there was no coercion or...
Because we trusted you! Everyone knows that you love Mora, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means, as opposed...
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there. Of course, if you have any genuine grievances about the...
You! Fine! Yes, technically, it was all legit, but if word gets out about today's auction, people are gonna start seeing you as a I guess what I'm saying is...
Let me answer that with a question. You claim that you were willing to pay... Oh, I don't know. When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the... A considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through...
Wait.
Yes. Everyone attending the auction today is in... Or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of... So I ask you again. Your high bidding price. The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my treasured possessions. If you are willing to return what is mine,
All right, you drive a hard bar. I'll go and get it right now.
Despite his bad attitude, he cooperated in the... The issue was that all items of mine that have been fished out of the sea have changed hands. I could have bought them back, but it's... After making some inquiries, I found them to be most... I just wanted, at most, a little child. What do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osile? Well, I think its great weight meant that it hit Osile with incredible force. Every piece of the Jade Chamber. But in the end, they became... It's hard not to get a little irked thinking about... Thank you for Now I've got one of my items back. The secrets of history shine through in the relics that survive.
More speed. Before I get into specific, as a member of the Liyue, my usual job, for example, arranging her daily...
Baishi has always been... I'm sure she was simply trying...
Back to the top. By Xiao and by I can go through the methods I use and all in a day's work. Currently, there are 133. Yes, I'll go through the most. First is then a discussion. Right after that, there's. Yes, you do. You need to take ample knowledge of all. I assume this is all making sense. Unless you had any other questions at this point? Good. Then let's press on. We're tight on time here, and there's a lot to. Already?
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting on you. I'm grateful for if anything else is.
Take care, Lady Ning. Don't you think that this schedule is a bit of a... Yeah, that's true. We do sometimes worry about her health, but her attitude is very Mora-driven. All right then. There's a lot of things that need doing over... I hope so too.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? That's good. So, what's item 1 on... I imagine this must have taken Baishi complete... Sure. There's no... My schedule is usually very tightly packed, so it'll be quite nice to take... I don't often feel... Still, your idea is very sensible. So then... Something I never... Have you played the chess game I made? It's called Liua. When I was designing, so I introduced... I'm constantly revising and expand. True, but isn't one of the joys of playing chess to... I think the key... I'm planning to... One side will play the Guardians of... No problem. I want to make each of the... And no Guardians of Leo chess... I am indeed. My thinking was that only people who It seems only fitting for someone of... Naturally. Everyone who owns this chess set, then it's just... Come with me.
More speed.
Oh, Lady...
You already know each other?
Oh, I think there's a word for people...
You seem to be an...
As ever, there's nothing... All jokes aside...
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about?
Whatever business I'm... As it happens, I am as...
Yingar is every bit as proficient as any...
Oh, I'm sorry. You'll find all the tools you could need in the room.
Huh?
Oh, I think the Traveler... It's hard not to tease. Come on, then.
If I hear any strange new...
Rumors about the Traveler?
Either.
Don't worry, I know where the... Secrets are only fun when they're kept...
Just...
You're always welcome at...
I slightly regret bringing you here.
Hello, Lady Ningguang.
That chess piece I told you about? We can start...
Okay, let me just...
Good. And as a group...
Of course, we are professional. Although, speaking to you as a friend, I don't mean just the material costs either.
That's okay. With every previous set, there's always been some degree of... To that point, as you know, yes. And just like your piece, the Jade Chamber...
Yes, it's a challenging project. But also, how do I put it?
In business, everything comes down to profits versus losses. But shrewdness is easily perceived as hardly the worst thing in the world, of course. Well, for example, Another case is where I offered distinctly that Ningguang, they thought.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all. Why? Because the whole of Leo witnessed me. At least, that's the most reasonable.
Oh, you're not seeking to make a profit from these chess pieces. It was the deal of the century.
Yes.
Truly a brilliant strategy, Lady Nick. Now I understand why this set needs to be.
It will be a lot of work. Make sure the traveler's piece.
Don't you worry.
Well, that's that. There's. I have a question for you. And I, in turn, when we were at Mingxing Jewelry, I admitted that my decision to sack. When you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all? Thank you. Yes. I was lying to my decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought. Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Leo Harbor. But it just didn't work because I had just severed ties with. I stared out at the sea for goodness knows how long. There was no way I could console myself. But as time went by, I received so many thank you gifts and letters from people. I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation. And I did it for the sake. All of this was so encouraging to hear. Because to most people, this is one aspect of the truth. The fact that. Thank you for your comforting word. I'm sorry that you. But look where I am now. Standing on the deck of. And if I end up having to do it all over.
More speed.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? There's nothing to worry about. So, what's item 1 on? I imagine this must have taken by Sure. My schedule is usually so it'll be quite nice to take a. I don't often feel Still, your idea is so then. Something interesting. Because as far as most people are concerned, Mora is the key to any and all opportunity. Yes, you're absolute. I want to do something a little self-indulgent. Thank you. I was born into a humble family. Fishing isn't the half of it. A lot of the old folks like to brag about how I used to be there. They were tough times. If I didn't make any money in the morning, I want to relive that time. So how about it? Will you do? Great. We're not to use our status or reputation. The goal is to see. Okay. Why don't we go down to the dock? They periodically throw out a lot of unclaimed or abandoned goods. What does it matter? Come on.
Lady Ningguang, are you here to inspect the goods in the warehouse? Sorry, I won't be.
Calm down. No need.
Oh, I haven't done anything. Have I? All right. I make sure I post all. It used to be a huge problem, but it's hard to say. But as far as the warehouse, as for the damaged ones, if it sits there in the warehouse...
So...
I'm afraid we just... But don't worry, Lady Ningguang.
Hold on. Oh, I don't think he has quite grasped the nature of this situation.
Lady Ningguang, I had a quick run through the list and...
Let me see here. Soggy food. An odd shoe. It's a shame we missed the last clearance. Take this wooden toy, for example. The wood is good quality.
Huh? Well, sure.
Great. This is going well, yes. And
I have no idea what's going...
Lady Ningguang.
actually,
Just take a look. Oh, I see. I mean, I can take them. I have a few but...
what's wrong?
No, it's... well, so... I'll give you 100 and...
Oh,
no worries. If that figure's not what you had in mind, I can't...
what are your thoughts? Yes. At most, these items...
huh? And I thought that was all code for some kind of an...
It appears so. Let's try something else. As long as we're in... If I wasn't Ningguang, Ghost and you likely wouldn't be... This goes against the rules we set for ourselves. Are there any other ways for adventurers to make Mora great? I don't mind...
You two?
Time to scout.
This must be the...
Stabilize!
Wheel of life.
Shut up! Beg for mercy.
The feeling of creating your wealth with your own two hands. Yes, I'd say so. And let's not forget, in any case, the sight of more I intend to this time.
Stabilize!
Shut up!
Give up. Another satisfying haul. That's very kind. For me, a battle is just... Oh no, not... Hey, look! What's the... Oh, I see. Oh, how... Well, come on.
More speed.
There it is! After it! Goodness. But we didn't let it slip away. Let's see. We can't do any serious business with this amount of starting cap. Actually, now that you mention it, Wang Shuin is right there. Same thoughts here. After how hard, in which case, I think I'll take this Yes, but the rule of the game, come on. This should be enough. Let's head back to land and grill them. Here. A fresh catch can go straight. It's a little charred. Normally, I have to make a special request to the chef. I'm okay. Back in the day, I had to hurry home. I was always meticulous with, but by the same token, she didn't love. You'd be more likely to see. My childhood memories run. They are confined to the water. It is. When I think back on all my hard work, but a word of.
All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Oh, how strange. So, what's item? I imagine this must have taken. Sure. My schedule is usually. So, it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often feel. Still, you're. So then. Something interesting. Because as far as most people are concerned, yes, you're absolutely. I want to do something a little Thank you. I was born into a humble family. Fishing isn't the half. A lot of the old folks like to brag about how they were. If I didn't make any. I want to relive that. So how about it? Will you join me? Great. We're not to use our status or reputation. The goal is to see how much more. I can see why you'd suggest that. But Northland Bank is a special case. Yes, and also, I expect they still hold a
I would hope that you're not here to create. With all due respect, too much official pressure will.
There's no need. I'm just here to talk business.
That depends on the proposal. And it's not. But first, tell me, because if you're here to make us suffer huge losses like last time.
Straight to the point, I see. Traveler, we're leaving. Do you see what I mean now? Their attitude was just, that's for sure. Although our diplomat, this sum was paid by Northland Bank, so they are. Yes, if you encounter them in any other nations during your travels, that's okay. But that's quite enough politics for today. Now that you mention it, yes. We're being. What are they plotting this? My thoughts exactly. Let's act natural. Keep moving, just. Okay, there's a lot of foot traffic here, but if you look closely... But I'm still not sure which agreed. Who... I think we've narrowed it, but let's stay calm until we're 100%. It shouldn't take... I think I have the answer. Let's get out of his line of sight. Don't get the wrong person, though, or...
What are you doing?
Come now. Did you really...
What? I'm not doing anything.
I don't know what scheme Northland Bank... But let's make a deal. How... Or do you seriously think Northland Bank... Why don't you weigh the pros and cons and give me a clear...
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. My assignment was when you showed up unannounced at Northland Bank, everyone was instantly on... We couldn't just overlook it. We had to get...
I know this all feels very suspicious. I only took you there. Is there anyone else following us besides you?
Yes. They would have seen this.
Then we need to get moving. The longer they have to react, the fewer clues they'll leave behind. No time. I'll just keep him with you.
Time to scout.
Are you saying that Ningguang hasn't done anything? Impossible. She wouldn't have shown... Keep investigating. We must...
So much commotion.
Oh, girl.
It looks like I wasn't supposed to be privy to the
So, you are here. Where did you get wind of...
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I made a brief and inconsequential visit. You couldn't have advertised your guilt. You may as well come clean. You...
Well, if you're such a stickler for the rules, you can carry out your investigation by...
Fine by me. Then I'll take my